Let's talk all things Google Classroom. So first of all, if you want to find it quickly, go to your waffle on the top right, click Classroom, and the home at the top of the menu on the left-hand side is going to show all of your classrooms that you are a part of. There, go into the settings at the bottom, the gear, and this is where, if you notice all of these choices for notification settings. This will apply to each of the classes. You can customize your notifications for each of the classes. Okay. So we have the stream. That's where you can choose to have announcements to the class, informative items there. You can set up want the students to be able to comment and post on the stream, or do you want that to be students can only comment, or only teachers can post and comment? Can change those. Do you want the notifications for assignments on the stream? Add items to the stream, which would be just general announcements, and then classwork is where you could create assignments. So an assignment can be a piece of material shared. You can attach something from your drive. You can add a video. You can create any of these items as well. You can upload something that you might want to share or provide a link. When you choose, you'll notice here that there's a caret. It says students can view file. You can determine, do you want the students to be able to edit this file, or do you want to make a copy for each student? So then each student would have their own copy, and you will have access to that in your classroom folder in your Google Drive. Give it a title, give some instructions, and then you notice that you can choose here to have this same assignment populated in your other Google Classrooms. So you have one for each period, one for each subject. You can choose to have all students receive it, or it can be to only certain students. It can have a point value or can be ungraded. You can add a due date. You can have it close to submissions after the due date. You can provide topics. So maybe you have classwork, homework, maybe you have projects, different topics, warm-ups. And then you may either schedule it, save it as a draft, or assign it. Okay, I'll save it as a draft. Okay, and then the People tab is going to list all of your students and any co-teachers that you might have that you need to add to your class. If you have somebody that's pushing in to your class to support some students, they may want to be invited as a teacher to gain access to help the students with their assignments. Grades will be a grade book that shows a summary of the work in the class. Another type of assignment would be a quiz, and it creates a Google form for you to customize, and it creates it as a quiz for you to share with your students. So that's another type of assignment. Another option is a question. You can type a short answer question or a multiple choice question that will just go to students and give them a quick check for understanding. You can allow them to edit their answer. You can allow them to reply to each other if you want it to be somewhat of a discussion. So those are your options there. The other type of assignment is material. If you share this, this is just going to be a view only copy of a resource that you might want to share. So if there's some sort of a handout that you would have shared, and then reuse posts means that you can go to any of your previous classes and look for an assignment and choose that and reuse that, customize it, and assign it as well. So that is how Google Classroom works. If you go to the gear in a particular class, you will notice that there are some, you have the ability to show the invite code to students. You can customize the stream. And then there are some grading categories that you could add here if you would like to do that. You can change the name of your class in this, at this gear as well.